My name is Avrom. I'm from Chalutz Productions, and we do a lot of online videos. The online video that started us off was Feed Me Bubbe, which was literally just me taping my grandmother. So since we started out
in the kitchen, things, it was awesome.
Wait, I love that.
So yeah, tell more about
you said to be brief.
Go ahead,
so.
you can have extra time.
Okay, that's why I'm trying to be brief.
So we go till noon and we're going pretty quick. So
okay,
take a lunch. An extra 60.
That's it. That's good. That's good.
Don't feel like after rush.
Shut up and talk.
There you go. Anyway, the whole
take
concept.
As much time as you want, really.
Anyway, the whole concept behind the show, I was actually trying to get myself a job, and I needed a demo reel. So I ended up going and tried to tape myself just in audio form, listen back to it. It was completely awful. I was devastated. I ended up going back to the kitchen table where we happened to be eating Bubbe's food. And my dad noticed something was wrong, and he was asking me what's going on. And I told him how I wanted to get into this whole vidcasting, audio casting trend. And he mentioned to me, well, Bubbe's food is so good, why don't you just go and tape her? And I was happy to do that, but the only problem I had is if I was going to do it, I needed a name of the show. So he threw out a bunch of ideas for what the show could possibly be called, and I hated every one of them. And eventually he got angry at me. And at that point he just said, why don't you just call the stupid thing Feed Me Bubbe? He was not serious at all, and I'm like, perfect, yes! I couldn't believe it, and then before you know it, we're taping episodes. We have people from the UK contacting us. We have this whole audience that just shows up out of nowhere asking, oh, when's the next episode? And here, I'm just sitting there just trying to get a job. And this ended up becoming a job.
You tell just briefly what the episode is about?
Yeah, basically an episode consists of Bubbe cooking a dish, and it also includes a segment which is called the Yiddish Word of the Day, where Bubbe goes and relates a Yiddish word, just to go and bring back the culture. But what's the amazing part is that a lot of people think that our audience is a highly Jewish audience. And in fact, most of our audience is not Jewish, and the Jewish audience is just discovering us right now, where the non-Jewish audience knows about us for 3 years, that we're actually approaching 4 years now, which is absolutely incredible. We just ended up going from the internet into the television world, where Jewish Living Television ended up going and putting us in all 50 states on Dish Network. We just got into the Houston marketplace. We've also just reached the Boston marketplace on Comcast. So literally we have created a whole empire out of this, which is incredible.
How do I find you on Comcast?
On Comcast you have to look for JLTV. It's on different numbers based upon what your area is. So
when's the cookbook coming out?
That is a great question. The cookbook, we actually got an agent. And we are thrilled to announce that even though we could have gone right away making a cookbook, every time Bubbe came to me and said, let's go make a cookbook, I said, no, I want to do it the right way. So finally we got an agent who got us with Running Press.
Congratulations. Well done.
So that book is coming out very, very soon. We're just trying to work it out. But the one thing that is amazing, and this is something that I hope all of you take as just some important information. Whenever you're working on any project, make sure to include the fans as part of the project. Like every time we ran into a snag with this cookbook, and the publisher was asking us questions, literally we would go right to Facebook, ask the question, and we would get so many answers, and the book is going to be even better because of it.
Can I ask you a question? So you have a YouTube platform, a Facebook platform, a web, do you have?
Well, we have an online media platform, so that's Dish and Dine, that's YouTube, that's Blinks. We are everywhere and just monetizing wherever we possibly can. And it's all been because of the fans. The fans going and saying you should have merchandising, you should have this, you should have that. Like we don't want any of this. We want none of this. We just want to be normal human beings. But it just so happens that this keeps happening, and as I've been going to events and people hear our story, they're like, listen, I know you really don't have much financial wise, but I can do this for you, I can do that for you, and that's really made an impact, especially not only on us, but on our fans who go and say, wow, this reminds me of seeing my own grandmother. I can actually go and make food for my new husband. Or even the fact of going and saying, I'm in college right now, I don't know how to cook. I'm embarrassed to tell people that, but I have Bubbe.
Steve, can I have 45 seconds?